Okay guys, welcome back. So today myself and Christine, we're actually visiting the Cliffs of Moher here on the west coast of Ireland. So we're going to show you all the prices, how much the parking costs, how much the entrance fee costs, and then also food prices as well. So we'll show you all around, and then also most importantly, we'll show you what the cliffs actually look like and whether it is value for money and if it's actually worth visiting if you're here in Ireland. So let's go. Okay guys, so this is the actual car park across from now the visitor centre is up the hill there. If you can see the kind of like the radio mast up there, and that's where the visit. It's in behind the hill here. So this is the car park. As you can see, it's a fairly big car park, and a nice view is there over the Atlantic. So we'll make our way over, and then we'll chat to you guys some more. Oh yeah, let's see.
I don't have any. Oh yeah, I don't have any rough.
That's all linen. It's all linen.
Well, also I have long sleeves.
So here folks, here's a map of the visitor centre. And like you can see there, it's only 11 o'clock, and see how busy it is already and the amount of coaches that are here. So and actually this is a Tuesday. So guys, there's the famous paddy wagon tours. Now I've heard an awful lot of complaints about them. If you've ever been on one of the paddy wagon tours, let me know in the comments if you've ever had any issues, because I was thinking of maybe doing a future video on one of their trips just to see how bad they actually are. Right, so here's the gift shop. Okay guys, so this is the exhibition. This explains all about the geology and the cliffs. And then like there's an interactive thing there guys for kids, for they learn all about the different the boards and the animals.
It's a podcast.
So as I was saying folks, this is a Tuesday, and you can see how busy it is. So I'd hate to see this now on the weekends. That's be chock-a-block. And then you can walk all the way up there. So just there in front of the castle, that's O'Brien's Tower. So we'll go over and take a look. That was built in the 1800s, long before the visitor centre existed. So we'll have it and explore. Now folks, you can go up the tower there, but you have to queue. There's quite a large queue there, so I'm not going to bother going up. Doesn't give you that much more elevation than from where you are. And there's some of the local wildlife guys, a few sheep. So as you can see, guys, it's windy here today, but there's no big waves kind of crashing up onto the cliffs there in the winter time. That'd be a completely different story. But it's a nice day today, even though it's windy. It's about 25 degrees, so it's a nice warm wind. So yeah, nice and calm to see us. Okay, folks, so I just came down to one of the coffee shops to see a cup of coffee and something to eat. Now, one thing we did notice is there's a big coffee shop upstairs in this place, in the visitor centre. And all the tables are reserved, so it assumes it's for the coach tours. So you can rent it up. There's nothing possible to get, even though there's empty tables, they're reserved for coach tours, that's poor. Because you're paying the same money as everybody else and you can't get a table. So we came into this kind of small coffee shop downstairs. There's a few tables here, luckily enough. So we'll have a cup of coffee. They give you the prices too, how much they charge in the coffee shop. So yeah, we'll chat to you all in a bit. Okay, so we got one panini, two pack sandwiches a Lucas out, two coffees and a tea, and then a pack of crisps. That's €33, guys, so that's not bad. Okay, guys, so we just went in, we had some food. Now we have our kids with us today. Now they're not kids, they're adults. So for the four of us, we ordered 3 sandwiches, 2 coffees, a tea, a Lucasade, and a basic bag of crisps. So that came to €33. That's about the norm we would pay at home. So it's not overpriced. The only issue we have, as we were saying, is the big coffee shop that's up above there that kind of looks out. Is that all the tables are reserved for all the coach tours that are coming in, so you can't sit down up there even if you wanted to. So you have to sit in this. It's a very small coffee shop on the entrance as you come into the visitor centre. So yeah, so price wise not too bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out here. We're going to take us down to Doolin, which is on the coast, and that's where the Aran Islands ferries run from. It's also they run sightseeing trips from there up along the coast to the base of the cliff. So we'll go down there, we'll have a look and see what we can see, and then we'll see how busy it is. Maybe we will or we won't take a trip on the boat. We'll see how busy it is when we get down there. So we'll see it all in Doolin. Now guys, we did go into the visitor centre, it's the gift shop. We bought it's actually a piece of slate, and it has a nice image of the Cliffs of Moher on it. And that was €25 I think for that, so it's not bad, it's quite nice. So yeah, that'll go on my shelf in my office. And you notice too, guys, some of the roads here aren't for the faint-hearted. This is actually a two-way road that we're on, and the car takes up all of it. So yeah. Similar to driving in Cornwall, if you've ever driven in Cornwall. Okay, so this is the village of Doolin, guys. So you can see how congested Doolin is. Yeah, a few nice little. If you want to buy yourself an Aran sweater, a few little tea rooms, etc. Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart, this place, when it's busy. Like even that big coach is heading down to the pier, and there's not a whole lot of room down at that pier either. Okay guys, so this is Doolin Pier. You can see the castle up on the hill there. We drove past that a few minutes ago. So there's the ferry, or 2 of the ferries over there. We'll walk over, we'll have a look and see what kind of prices they charge for going both to the Aran Islands and up to the Cliffs of Moher. Now guys, if you look back up the coast there, you can see all the cliffs all the way up, and in the distance you can just about make out O'Brien's Tower, where we were a couple of minutes ago. So we drove down the coast there here to Doolin. So you can see there's one of the ferries that either goes to the Aran Islands or goes up to the Cliffs of Moher. Now, we're not going to do the trip today. We were thinking about doing it, but we're not going to do it up to the base of the cliffs. It's almost 30 degrees here today. So, yeah, we don't fancy a trip on the boat for an hour. So if you decide yourselves to do the ferry trip, if you want to go up to the cliffs, it's 30 euros per person to go, and so it lasts about 50 minutes. So it is on the pricey side, especially if you have a large group of people. Considering that, you know, it's Stena Line or Irish ferries, you can travel over to the Holyhead for the day for probably around 10 euros return. So yeah, it's not cheap. But if you are here or you do make it down here, you know, like there is a decent amount of parking. If you have a camper van, caravan, whatever, there is a caravan and camper van site over there. There are public toilets as well, and then there's even more parking here. I'm pretty sure there's a coffee shop there as well that does coffee and food. So yeah, and as I said, this is a Tuesday, and look how busy it is for Tuesday. It's not even the weekend, so I can only imagine what the weekend is like. Okay guys, so here we are in Doolin. So as I was saying, we're not going to go on the ferry trip day. It's far too hot, and then for the four of us to go on, it would be 120 euros. I think it's too dear for what they give you. Now, in regards to the visitor centre at the Cliffs, there's something you have to be wary of in regards of the pricing. So when we booked online, between 8 a.m. and 11, it's 8 euros per person online. So it's 32 euros for the four of us. From 11 till 4, the price goes up by 4 euros per person. So you end up paying 12 euros online per person between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. And then after 4 p.m, the price goes back down to the original 8 euros. Now, I don't agree with that. I think that it should just be the one price and not be charging people at the busiest times. Now, having said that, if you decide you're just going to roll up to the visitor centre as you're passing by, they will charge you 15 euros per person to go into the visitor centre. So it's probably better to book online, and as I say, book early. You know, come early to the visitor centre, because it does get very, very busy. As I say, you could see in the video how busy it was, and this is a Tuesday, so I'd hate to see what a Saturday or a Sunday is like down here. So, have you any thoughts, Christine?
No, I agree totally.
But do you think it's worth it?
It's good to see once we've seen it when it was free.
Yeah, a long time ago we were here when that visitor centre didn't exist. As O'Brien's Tower existed, that's what was built in the Victorian times. So there was no visitor centre here. You could come up, you could go up, you know, near enough to the edge of the cliffs. Now, like 8 euros is not a bad price, to be honest. You know, you get into the visitor centre, etc. Now, there are issues again. You go into the visitor centre trying to get a seat in the upstairs restaurant, because they've reserved all the tables for the tour buses, and there are an awful lot of tours there. The coffee shop downstairs is small, you know, but the food is fine. Like 33 euros for three sandwiches, 2 coffees of tea, and you know, a pack of crisps and a bottle of minerals is quite good. It's probably the same as what we would pay at home. So yeah, if you're in this part of the world, definitely, you know, we think it's worth it. You know, look at today, it's only 30 degrees, absolutely fantastic. So it doesn't always rain in Ireland, you know, no matter, regardless of what people say. So guys, if you like the video, if you want to see more Irish content, please let me know down in the comments. And always don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get more notification of kind of stuff like this that we do as well, rather than always doing hotel reviews. So guys, from myself, from Christine, from a very hot Doolin, we'll see you all next time. Take care.